A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Washington Huskies and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Deep in the end zone, it's Mitchell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Rutgers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Richard Young, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, to try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Fresh center downs going to the air. He'll pull it down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Young. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well run him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
From the gun, it's Young. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it. Might have a chip, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Washington's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Devon Williams. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to
snags it, and he's open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. At the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Williams. That's reeled in. It's Carr. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Play action with Williams. Caught in the backfield. It's Carr. Nice move there. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Washington. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Got his man down the middle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Williams to throw. Look out. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Third down from the gun, Williams on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point here will tie the game.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. Great place to start for this offense. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Oh, you just love to see the wide receiver be able to finish that play. QB's giving him a 50-50 shot down the field where it's going to be 2 guys going up to get it. The receiver was in position to make the play. Just
snags it, and there's running room. Inside the touchdown, Washington. Once he got some room, it was over.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Plows his way ahead. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Still sitting at their own 20 after that last one. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Quick give. It's Young. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Young. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads it left. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. If the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his decision a little bit quicker moving forward.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Scarlet Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Williams. Right side, it's James. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Got him quickly. Plows through the defense. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Comes down, it's James. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Williams to the air again. Release to the back. Got it. And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the USC Trojans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Gets open down the middle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's past the sticks. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Stepping to the right. Hit as he throws. Finds his man. It's Black. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Williams to throw. Complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Carr. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Williams on the play fake. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Hits inside. It's Mitchell. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Turns up, it's Black. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Buying time to his right. And he gets rid of it.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! A great catch and run for 6.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Washington sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking for a crease. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
In the backfield, it's Carr. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Washington wants to go quickly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays, and the defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Some misdirection with the counter. Drag down. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throwing, Williams. Extending the play. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Rutgers sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Crosses the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Williams. Right down the middle. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Play fake, Williams. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
2nd and long here. Williams. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. and Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Holds on, it's Napier. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.